what would be your advices to people that are trying to foster creativity and innovation within their organization?
I think that's a really important question. I think it's a um, very natural question for people to be asking themselves right now. And I'm glad that I hear this question a lot. Um, when I was in graduate school, I helped teach a course. I was a teaching assistant for
Mm-hmm.
a course on manufacturing and design, and it was a class that every mechanical engineer at Stanford had to take. And basically, it was a machine shop class where we would bring people in and we'd teach them how to use big industrial milling machines and lathes, and we teach them how to sand cast with molten metal, and we teach them how to weld and how to do woodworking for 3 months. And they at the end had to be designing their own project, and it was a lot of work. Um, but what we saw was that just by teaching these engineers that are very analytical
Mm-hmm.
and very smart, these hands-on skills, which people sometimes they look down on these skills and they say, "Oh, this is very pedestrian, very manual labor is
Right.
not sort of what a modern knowledge worker needs to understand." But we gave people these skills, and it unlocked tremendous creative potential. The projects that they did in these class, even just as undergraduates, by the end of the quarter were really amazing. Now, what I learned from that um, is that there's something about that hands-on
Mm-hmm.
prototyping process and those craftsmanship, uh, those manufacturing skills that really empower people to think um, beyond what they were able to do before. So I'd say if any organization wanted to really encourage creativity within their organization, they should try to find ways to integrate that hands-on prototyping um, and design process and methodology in whatever way is possible. So whether it's having, um, woodworking lessons or teaching people how to weld or just having, clay for people to play with or whatever it is, I think people need to use their hands in order to really unlock their inner creativity.
Okay, so in certain way, not only using your brain, just use your hands and try to build some stuff and create prototypes on which you can from which you can learn and from which you can talk with other people and start creating again, if I get
Yeah,
your
I think
point.
that people seem to think that their brain is kind of disconnected from the rest of their body,
Right.
and that they can just kind of output these thoughts
Mm-hmm.
that are creative. But the way that our physiology works is that we're linked to our hands and to our movements, and that is in fact in many ways a part of the way that we think and are creative.
So in a certain way, trying to reconnect the brain and the body.
Yes.